自分のキャリアを振り返ればすごく順調で、もう本当に今辞めても申し分ないぐらいの結果を余裕で出してると思うんですよ。やっぱでもそれでもまだまだその満足感がないというか。
He's better than Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao was blue like that. Just as good.
He looks like a fucking pop star.
Oh, wait till he get on these motherfuckers.
Who would have thought that to knock out everyone and smash faces with a single blow? You don't need to be a giant or hit like a heavyweight. This guy is half the size of Mike Tyson, but has a knockout rate that has long surpassed even the legends of boxing's golden era. He's better than Manny Pacquiao. Yeah, I said it. Pacquiao is good, but this dude? Oh, he's something else. A pop star face with a predator's instinct.
っていうものはすごく自分の中で大きな分岐点になるところであると思うんで、まあ今でも実質5階級上げてきて、まあそれでもこう今は試合的には順調にこなしてますけど。
Hand speed, he's got power, he's got good foot movement, good ring IQ. He's got everything, and yeah, when I got in there with him, I didn't expect the presence to be as it was, because in the days in the build up to it, I felt bigger than him. I thought he's tiny. Him. How's he putting these people away? I thought he's tiny. But then when he gets in there...
A polite, modest guy outside the ring. But the second the first bell rings, bam! He turns his opponent's lives into a living nightmare. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't heard of him yet, let me introduce you to Naoya Inoue, the global superstar from the land of the rising sun. Outside the ring, he's small, humble, and unassuming. But inside it, oh boy, the monster is unleashed.
You ever hear Monster?
No.
Japanese fighter called Monks. This is a monster.
And if you think the lighter divisions lack knockout power, this guy will make you reconsider everything you believe about boxing.
Yes, I think so. They're gonna 10 champions is a lot of champions.
Right.
And I think the level in Japanese boxing is going up.
Yep.
And I think we are getting the respect that we...
You know, at that age. What I need Inoue to do is, I need him to come fight in the U.S., random blood, urine testing. I think he's a hell of a fighter. A hell of a fighter. I won't take nothing away from him. Hell of a fighter. And I like him because I see he take a lot of my stuff from my play.
The destructive path of the monster. Naoya Inoue has cleaned out 3 weight classes like a man on a mission. The best of the best in his divisions? Yeah, they felt his power firsthand and regretted it. Many boxers talk trash before fights, saying they'll walk through him, overpower him, and expose him. The result? They all end up in the same place, crumpled on the canvas, staring up at the lights, wondering what just happened. His resume? Stacked with vicious KOs. And yet, some still ask, is Naoya Inoue a true knockout artist or just a well-promoted fighter? And you can decide for yourself. Spoiler alert. By the end of this, you'll know why they call him the Monster.
His nickname is, was it the Monster or the Beast? Monster. The Monster. He's a Inoue. He's a
color hair. No, he is good.
21-0, undefeated. He's a 3-division champion. He's a big puncher. He was champion 112.
Fuck Bam, a puncher. He is.
Naoya Inoue versus Adrian Hernandez. The arrival of the monster. Japan has always had great warriors, but in boxing, the country struggled for years to produce dominant world champions. Most Japanese fighters stayed in their local scene, winning domestic titles, but never breaking into the international scene. That all changed when Naoya Inoue came along.
What you think of him as a fighter? You've kind of both progressed in the pound-for-pound rankings together over the years. When did you first start watching him, and what do you make of him now?
I think I started watching him probably like a couple years ago, but he'll fight a fighter. He's definitely someone he got the whole package. I believe so. If you want to see a fighter that got the whole he's one of them, definitely for sure.
Enter Adrian Hernandez, the WBC world champion with 4 title defenses. A seasoned fighter, experienced and strong. And then, here comes this 21-year-old kid with only 5 fights to his name, stepping up to take on a world champion. Crazy, right? But that's Inoue for you. No easy fights, no padded records, just straight up demolishing legends.
その警戒心は川島さんもこれチャンピオンです。黒左打ちです。
From the opening bell, it was clear. This wasn't just any young prospect. Inoue's speed, footwork, and ring IQ were on another level. Hernandez, the supposed veteran, looked lost. Inoue's counters were laser precise, his movement was fluid, and his body shots. Oh, those brutal, soul-snatching body shots. By round 4, Hernandez was done. Beaten, battered, and broken, he realized there was no escape. The Japanese monster finished the job in the 6th round, putting Hernandez out of his misery with a thunderous right hand. A new era had begun. Kono versus Inoue. Veteran meets the monster. Kohei Kono, an experienced warrior, a former WBA world champion, and a guy who never backed down from a fight. But guess what? None of that mattered against Inoue. In the early rounds, Kono did his best to keep up, but Inoue had a plan. Target the body, wear him down, then set up the knockout. Kono, tough as he was, couldn't handle the firepower. Round 6 came, and Inoue detonated a left hook from hell. Kono crumbled, the referee waved it off, and the monster claimed another victim. Jamie McDonnell, the giant falls.
McDonnell, that's a slip. They're going to call it a knockdown, though.
McDonnell was no joke, undefeated for 10 years, a champion, and much bigger than Inoue. In theory, this should have been a tough test. In reality, it was a massacre. The first hard shot Inoue landed had McDonnell in survival mode. The second one sent him to the canvas.
McDonnell, that's a slip. They're going to call it a knockdown.
The third wave of attacks made the ref step in before things got ugly. The fight lasted 112 seconds. Nonito Donere, a true war. Finally, a fight where someone actually survived the distance. But don't let that fool you. Donaire, a future Hall of Famer, took more damage than anyone should in a lifetime. The fight was a war. Early on, Donaire landed big shots, even cutting Inoue. But as the rounds went on, Inoue adapted, broke him down, and nearly stopped him in the 11th with a devastating body shot. Donaire barely survived, but there was no doubt. Naoya Inoue was now the king, the future of the monster.
When it goes about the Ali Trophy, we look to find the best. The best not at the end of their careers, but at the best time of their careers. We feel that Nonito Donaire, when he came into the tournament, he was at the wrong weight. He came down to bantamweight. He's shown his size. He's made his size count in fights. He's made his experience count in fights. And at the same time, we've witnessed the rising of the star of Japan, Naoya Inoue.
At just 31 years old, Inoue has already cemented his place in boxing history. The scariest part? He's still getting better. Who's next? Some say he should fight Gervonta Tank Davis. Others want to see him move up and conquer even bigger challenges. One thing is certain. Whoever steps in the ring with him next better be ready for a nightmare. So do you think Naoya Inoue is the best in the world? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insane boxing breakdowns. This has been Quick Rundowns. See you next time.